Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's tutorial is going to be a departure from makeup because I'm going to be showing you how I get beachy waves such as the ones I have here. I don't traditionally do hair tutorials, but I did recently learn how to get a look like this. It's a little bit more undone versus the curls I used to do before that were quite tight and quite high up on my head. So I wanted to show you how I do it because I've had a few questions from people who've seen my videos and seen a few pictures and they wanted to know how I achieve this look. So let's dive straight into the tutorial. I'm going to start off with wet hair and we'll end up with this.
Alright, so I'm not going to take you through washing your hair because you guys obviously know how to do that, but I will point out that some of my favorite shampoos and conditioners are by Sunsilk, which is not available in North America, unfortunately, and also Gliss. I really like their Ultimate Repair one with the keratin in it. So of course I'm going to be starting out with wet hair, and I'm just taking my hair down and I'm going to be spraying in some of the Gliss Ultimate Repair Conditioner with liquid keratin. It's a leave-in conditioner, which basically means that it is going to make it easier to comb through my hair. I also do really like the one by Live Clean. It's their argan oil one. So I just spray a ton of this into my hair, probably about 8 pumps, and then I'll just start brushing it through. And this really does help the brush glide through my hair. I feel like the leave-in conditioner is not really necessary when my hair is shorter, usually if it's about shoulder length, but as soon as it gets past shoulder length and into like quite long hair, I need that leave-in conditioner or my hair is just way too tangled. After I'm done brushing, obviously I'm going to be blow drying my hair. This is nothing special. I couldn't even tell you the brand of this hair dryer. I've just had it for quite a while, so it's the one I continue to use until it breaks on me. I take quite a while to dry my hair because I want it to be basically bone dry. I do not want there to be any dampness left whatsoever. And I'll blow dry my hair standing up for a little bit, and then I'll flip my hair over and then just really get in there because the nape of my neck is the place that tends to gather the most amount of water. So it's really about going up and down until I get all of the dampness out of my hair. There are two different tools that I like to use to curl my hair. One is this Hot Tools curling iron that has a 1 1/4 inch barrel. And then I also like to use the Conair InfinitiPro curling one, which also has a 1 1/4 inch barrel. Now that my hair is fully dry, I'm going to start sectioning it off so I can start curling it. I pull the bulk of my hair back up, leaving kind of like a lower layer at the bottom down, and I will start curling my hair going from the bottom up. So I'll pull everything back that I'm not going to be curling, wrap it in a bun at the back of my head, tie it up, and then I'll start going in with the curling wand. The trick for me with curling is to take an inch or an inch and a half section, which is a very weird thing to describe with hair, but I think you can see it visually on screen. I'll take that section of hair and curl it away from my head. I do not want it curling towards my face or it's going to look very bizarre. I want all the curls to be facing away, and I will do that as I continue to wrap around my head. Now, for each individual curl, I have had to learn that I should not be leaving it on for so long, or that's what causes the really tight curls. So I've started to count in my head up to about 5 seconds. Usually 4 is the sweet spot, but I'm still very much stuck in the mindset that I want to leave it on longer because I want the style to last longer. But unfortunately, the longer you leave it on, the tighter the curl is and less of a beachy wave you'll end up with. So the crux of this is that I have to curl it away from my head, leave it on for roughly 4 seconds, but also hold the very end of the curl out. I used to wrap the very edge of the curl all the way around the barrel, and it looks a little bit Shirley Temple when I'm done with it, which is not what I want. The biggest thing out of all of this is leaving that end out because it'll leave the little end straight and it'll look more like a beachy wave as opposed to a ringlet curl. So repeat this entire process the whole way around your head, each time pulling down a layer, curling it, pulling the rest back up, etc. until you get to the very top of your head, which is when I try to be a little bit looser with my curls. I try to leave them on not even 4 seconds, and I try to make sure that the end that I'm holding out is a little bit longer because I do not want it as tight around my face. And this is what I'm left with. So I've got ringlets, but I've got straight ends, and I'm going to use my fingers to comb through the ringlets to really break it up and turn it into a bit more of a beachy wave. You can use a brush if you want, but I find my fingers work just fine. So now I'm going to go in and add a little bit of texture into my hair, and I'm going to be using the Tarte Mermaid Waves Salt Spray. So I use this for two reasons. Number one, I want to add a little bit of grip and texture to my hair, and the salt in this is going to do that. But number two, I also want to loosen up the curls a little bit. They are a little bit tight, and I want them to be slightly looser, and the water combined with the salt in this spray will help do that for me, and I'll have a little bit more of a beachier look when I'm done. And finally, I'm going to go in with a hairspray, and I'm going to be using the Got To Be Volumaniac Bodyifying Hairspray, and I love this thing. First of all, it smells really, really good, and I've become quite hooked on the scent, but also the hold on this is perfect for my hair. I've used some really stiff hairsprays over the years, and I just don't like the effect on curly, beachy hair. It's too almost binding, and it doesn't look quite right. I feel like this one's perfect because it'll hold the curl, but not make it too intense. Once the hairspray has dried, I will comb a little bit through with my fingers, and then I'm done.
So those are all the steps I take in order to achieve these kind of curls or beachy waves. They will drop a little bit throughout the day, which I think is nice. I don't always need to have a very tight curl on my head. Feel free to ask any questions down below if you need a step clarified or if you feel like you need a little bit more detail on how I got this look. But that's going to be it for this one. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!